He makes all three.
You know, I've got two words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Here's Fresh. The kick out to White. A strong finish under to get off a shot. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
How about the hops for a guy that long? Allen enjoying throwing it down like that. Bam!
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Fresh. Oh! The pass to the closer. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Just taking it. Missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Here's Fresh. And there's the Bronx with another bucket.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Mobley outside. Allen a screen. Down low. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Wow. Get up, Jared Allen.
The Bronx trails by 8. Here's the closer. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. It's over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Outside Hunter. Allen, left side, down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland working the ball around now. He was all alone on that one. Mitchell's got 6.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Here's the break. Here's Goose. And he buries his first look.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back over to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Here's Fresh. Counted. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Pass to Tyson. Now here's Garland. There's a screen by Nurkic to the paint. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
How about the amazing crossover there? Demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
And it's rejected. White, the pass to Goose. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jones. Now here's Garland. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. Pass to Mitchell. Again, Cleveland scores.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, They've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Stolen by Strus.
Excellent effort that time, not only to defend the shot, but to secure the rebound as well. That's good two-way work.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
So for Cleveland right now, Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Tyson in at power forward. Here's Goose. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. From the line, the Bronx grabs a miss. And can anyone stop this team right now? They've won a stunning 25 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
And what's crazy about it is the teams they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew. They're in the conversation now for one of the all-time great teams. They've got the target on the back, but it doesn't seem to bother them one iota. All they do is continue to win.
Clock at 4. And another miss by Cleveland. The Bronx trails by 6. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Fresh. That one's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Cleveland making a change here. Pickett's checked in. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Outside Strus. Here's Nurkic. Cleveland working the ball around now. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Showing off the timing and awareness defensively. Better think twice before challenging Nurkic.
Strus the pass to Mitchell. Back to Nurkic. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Garland, the pass to Nurkic. And here's Strus. Outside Mitchell. Back to Strus. And Cleveland another 3. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether 2 big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. For the Cavaliers, Larson comes in for Pickett, and it's White in for Strus. Here's Mitchell. His last outing, he had 24 points. Right side, White. It's deflected. All by himself. Here's the closer. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Back to Mitchell. Inside. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
Garland against White. Here's the closer. Give him 8 points now.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Mobley comes in for Larson. And Hunter subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
You know, for the Bronx, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Again, Cleveland scores.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside White. Over Garland. Here's Fresh. Nails it from 3. Fresh has got 11 points.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
White finds Mobley. Now here's Hunter. To the inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Bronx trails by 5. Mobley with some nice D. Cleveland has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Cleveland, DeAndre Hunter. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
On the break. Cleveland working the ball around now. Pass to Mobley. Here's White. 6 to shoot. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 9.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Out to the right wing. And that one drops for him. 46 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Mobley. Garland for 3. The rebound by Silk. The Bronx trails by 7. Stolen by Mobley. And now the Cavaliers on the break.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
The first one falls.
White at the line for 2.
White hits them both. There's 18 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Nice move. Fires for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Fires from deep. Deflected. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Got it off in time, and so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello. What a playmaker. Mitchell makes everyone around him better. He's an elite scorer, strong defender, making an impact at both ends.
And guys, let's turn our attention. And that's a wrap on Hap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
They've got James, and it's Silk in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. White against James. White, the pass to Hunter. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hunter's got 8 points.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Here's the closer, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Back to White from outside the arc. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's the closer, covered by Mobley. 5 on the clock. Here's Silk, and there's the Bronx with another bucket.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
How about that, throwing it down? Allen oozes energy, and teammates feed off of it.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. The Bronx shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. White for 3. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Launches it. Sinks it from distance. White's got 17.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And here's Hunter from the arc. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
On the wing, Mitchell. 14 points for him.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by White.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range. Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And that's now 17 points for Fresh.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
White with the steal. Outside Mitchell. Hunter on the wing. For 3. The shot won't fall.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Well, he's got such a nice combination. Length and a soft touch from close range. That's hard to deal with.
And White has got the ball here for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11. The 3 from Mitchell on target from range. Mitchell's got 17 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers. scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Back over to you, Brian.
A tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie.
They continue to lose the turnover battle.
It's hard enough to win in this league without careless mistakes. As a matter of fact, you can't win if you have too many careless mistakes.
Here's the closer. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Tyson. Back to White. Cleveland working the ball around now. Outside Garland. Fires the 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
The Bronx trails by 8. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
Ball stolen. In transition, here they come. Gets the 3 ball to go. And now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Outside for Mitchell. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
And that one's good. James.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Tyson. And here's Mitchell. To the middle with 1 on the clock. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6 assists in the game. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 3. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court right now for Cleveland, Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. Then it's Max Strus, then it's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Tyson in at the power forward position.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
The closer. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for Brooks.
And so he hits both.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Mitchell with the ball. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, just great focus from Mitchell. This is something great scorers like Donovan do.
The Bronx trails by 3. Here's the closer, out left to the wing. Here's Silk. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Nurkic up top. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, look at Nurkic using his physique on offense, taking his shot and drawing a good foul.
White, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Nurkic hits them both. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Stolen by Strus. Right side White fires the three. Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Garland finds Nurkic. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
That one goes in.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
With 4 personals now, they'll have to be extremely careful the rest of the way.
Tyson, he's checked in for Strus. Pass to Nurkic. And here's Mitchell. The closer pulls it in. The closer's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, deflected. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. To tie it up, Silk with the bucket. Silk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mobley's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Mitchell, the pass to White. 4-3. Blocked! And here they come. It's James on the wing. Over Garland. And there's the Bronx with another bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bronx.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Fresh. That one's good.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Goes up from the top of the key. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Mitchell's got 21.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, then he pulls the string on you. And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
First one falls for him.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Hunter's subbed in for Garland.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Here's Mitchell. Now White. Oh, the stuff!
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
For the Bronx, they've gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the fourth. James. Here's the closer, covered by Mobley.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Now Mitchell. He launches. Mitchell hits from the corner.
They want the ball in his hands when the situation calls for it.
The Bronx trails by 3. White with the steal. Now Hunter. He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
James, the free ball is down!
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Outside Hunter. Outside Mobley. Here's White. Takes a three. James with the block. Stolen by Mobley. Now White. All alone. Yes! Locked in on the J.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. Even against tight defense, he's so good from out there.
Mobley.
Yeah, when you're facing Mobley, you cannot let him get that ball down low.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
James. Yes, sir, with the three.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Now Hunter. Here's Mitchell for three. Oh, it's off. Here's Fresh. The jumper is good. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hunter.
It is. I mean, there's no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Hunter.
Excellent composure at the line there to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Here's Fresh. For the win. And the officials are signaling for a review of the last-second buzzer beater. Boy, this game hangs in the...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
There's the official ruling. He was too late with the shot.
Biggest call of the game pushes this baby into OT. It'll be fun to see if either team has anything left.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. They've got James, and it's Fresh in at the shooting guard position. Allen outside. Here's Mobley. Jacks up a three. Tipped. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around.
The Bronx making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. He hits the second from the line. White, he's checked in for the Bronx. And he nails the third.
He missed a chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
And it's the Bronx's ball. Trailing by 2. Count it!
He's having a really good night from the field. I know the defense is keying in on him. He's the marquee on the scouting report, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Here's Allen. Mobley fires. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. White against White. Now Allen. 5 to shoot. Book it. It goes.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
James against Mitchell. Banks it home. Big shot.
Against good defense, he finds just enough room to operate.
And White has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Here's Hunter. White outside. Now Hunter shoots a 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Well, this guy's always in attack mode, very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there, not him. He's going right to the bucket.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Proving to be a true leader in these spots, Mitchell embraces the chance to sink these important baskets.
White with it, now guarded by White. Hunter, it's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
James! Cash from downtown!
His three-point mechanics, flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he's knocking it down.
Here's Mitchell from deep. Oh, it's off target. Here's the closer. And he nails it.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Now Mitchell from downtown. Shot's no good.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Stolen by Mitchell. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. White with the steal, and they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
That's a big make. Now a 3 will only tie it.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Mobley fires. Oh, no good again that time. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
So we see the Bronx get the win here, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.